Good afternoon from the News Channel 5 studios. We have some breaking news out of Palm Beach Gardens to update you on. The police department getting ready to update the public on a tragic case that occurred in their city 1 week ago, last Tuesday anyway, April 12th. Police saying that Kathleen Dunleavy was murdered by her husband. That is the accusation. Police are now charging this man you see here, David Arthur of Palm Beach Gardens, with the murder of his wife, Kathleen Dunleavy. You may remember this story. Last Tuesday morning, her body was found in their home, and the home had then been set on fire. We want to go to the Palm Beach Gardens Police Department, where we understand a press briefing is underway. Let's listen in.
What are you talking about?
So you're looking at live pictures right now of the Palm Beach Gardens Police Department. That's Chief Stephen Stepp there at the podium. You can see in the background they're hanging up some posters. One of the victim there, Kathleen Dunleavy. And just to recap the story, in case you missed part of our coverage throughout the week, Kathleen Dunleavy's body was found in the couple's home last Tuesday morning, April 12th. Her husband, David Arthur, was arrested just last night with her murder. He currently is being held without bond. Again, a little bit more background on this. Authorities say following an extensive investigation, these are preliminaries coming out. So, of course, Chief Stepp, I'm sure, will bring us full details of what they have to this point. But the background knowledge we have of the investigation so far is that it was discovered that she was brutally beaten and that a fire was started at the rear of their home in an attempt to hide the crime. Let's listen in to Chief Stepp.
Palm Beach Gardens. We've gotten quite a few inquiries concerning the recent homicide that we've handled, made an arrest on last night, and we decided to release as much information as we could to the public. First of all, back on April 12th at 4:54 a.m., we responded to a call, a 911 call for a fire that was taking place at 8761 40th Terrace North, apartment number 1 in Palm Beach Gardens. Our fire rescue units responded, extinguished the fire, and later during the investigation found a body inside. The victim was Kathleen Ann Dunleavy. She was 58 years old. Her husband, who later became a suspect in the case, is David Bruce Arthur. He is 50 years old. They had been married for approximately 7 years. Miss Dunleavy worked at Creative Tax Solutions and did self-employed tax preparation work on weekends. There were no domestic violence calls at the house previously. There have been several over the years concerning some suspicious incidents and found property at the site there. Typically, that neighborhood, along with many and most in Palm Beach Gardens, have a relatively low rate of crime, in particular, a low rate of violent crime. This we take serious. We average probably less than 1 homicide per year. We immediately put a team of investigators on the job, and I'm going to introduce now Major Dominic Pape of our investigative division, who will give you details and answer questions that you will have. Major Pape.
Chief. Once the fire was extinguished, a body was located inside the laundry room. The origin of fire appeared to be the laundry room area. Due to the fire being classified as suspicious, a search warrant was obtained for the residence. A body was located covered by sheets and pillows. The body was uncovered and a belt was located secured around our victim's neck. The victim, again, was later identified as Kathleen Dunleavy. Early on in the investigation, David Arthur, victim's husband, was identified as a person of interest due to his actions and inactions. The investigation over the last several days developed leads and evidence which culminated in the arrest warrant for Arthur on the charges of first-degree murder and first-degree arson. No bond. The investigation determined that Arthur had fled the local area after the fire on his motorcycle. Due to Arthur's flight, the Florida Department of Law Enforcement was requested to join the investigation. Today, I have Special Agent Supervisor Dwayne Little and Special Agent Supervisor Eric Jester. This past weekend, we received reports of possible sightings of Arthur on his motorcycle in the surrounding areas. Eventually, on Tuesday, the 19th, Palm Beach Gardens Police Department received actionable intelligence to the whereabouts of Arthur. The Palm Beach Gardens TAC unit and FDLE responded to the area on US 1. After a period of time, Gardens TAC located the suspect. Arthur was detained and arrested in the parking lot. Arthur was transported to the Palm Beach Gardens Police Department and was interviewed by our detective team. Arthur provided incriminating statements to our detectives. Eventually, Arthur was transported to Palm Beach County Jail and booked in on those 2 warrants. Arthur has a past criminal history for reckless driving, disorderly conduct, and failure to appear. It appears the weekend before, Arthur and the victim had several verbal domestic arguments over drugs and money that culminated in a physical fight, which led to the death of the victim. The investigation is still ongoing and will be presented to the grand jury in the near future. I will be able to take a few questions, but it is still an ongoing first-degree murder case, so there's some things that we may not be able to answer today, but forthwith we will.
Now, it says in the arrest report that he fled and he was in Georgia, then he made his way back to Palm Beach Gardens. I mean, how long was he gone? What was the process back then? Did he come here back himself, or how did that all play out?
Well, we have some of that information. We know that he did flee the area right after the fire. We know he was going northbound, and we put him somewhere in the vicinity of Stewart. We have not been able to verify at this point in time was in fact in Georgia.